Chapter 754. All at once, all eyes focused on this cultivator. Everyone could see that he was terrified. Even the hand he had on his sword was trembling, tripping over himself as he made his way forward. Yet, he continued to charge at Wilbur, the terrifying, horrific being of a man. Wilbur narrowed his gaze, staring at the cultivator coldly. All of a sudden, a sword slashed across the cultivator's body, clean across his waist. The cultivator fell to the ground, blood pooling around him. Yumi stared at the Hexen family coldly with a sword in her hands. She had killed that cultivator. It would only take one hit for a sanctuary-level cultivator to kill someone at the ambience level. The rest of the four great families felt like they were in an unbearable agony. What were they going to do now? Fight to the death? With that terrifying man around, any attempts to turn the tables around would only be a one-way ticket to hell. Surrender? The four great families were going to have to obey the gardeners from now on, seeing as they had such a powerful force supporting them. A long while later, Andrew's son, Gerard Hexen, let out a sigh. He walked forward, getting down on one knee in front of Wilbur before saying, "The Hexen clan admits defeat. I, Gerard Hexen, pledge my loyalty to you, master." For some reason, the rest of the Hexen family heaved a sigh of relief. Now that things had gotten this far, the remaining heirs of the other three great families smiled bitterly before walking up to Wilbur and kneeling to him. "The Zion clan admits defeat. I, Tyson Zion, pledge my loyalty to you, master." "The Winchester clan admits defeat. I, Benson Winchester, pledge my loyalty to you, master." "The Snyder clan admits defeat. I, Kiko Snyder, pledge my loyalty to you, master." The pledging of the four great families made the rest of the family members kneel as well, accepting the fate of their defeat. Just then, the cultivators and ninjas trembled at the sight before them, none of them knowing what to do. Yumi could hardly contain her emotions. She had been forced to leave her family, fleeing to Dasha to seek help. At first, it was just so that she would be able to keep her position in the family financial firm, only for her to become the head of the five great families in a mere matter of days. All of this had been possible because of this very man before her. He was practically a god, impossibly powerful and terrifying. Just then, Wilbur turned to Yumi. "It's done. You can head back now. Take your time taking care of this matter." Yumi sank into a deep bow, full of respect and admiration. Wilbur looked around him, then he let out a laugh and headed down the mountain. Yumi looked at the rest of the four great families. Her gaze skimmed over the cultivators and ninjas before she turned to follow behind Wilbur with the rest of her family in tow. Just then Wilbur came up to Seth with a toothy grin. Of course, Seth had been scared out of his wits a long time ago. He never would have guessed that this man would be powerful enough to challenge the four shadow-level experts and be able to wipe all of them out with ease. Despite the fact that Wilbur's appearance was a little different, Seth was no fool and recognized his figure much earlier on. Seth's chest lurched as Wilbur walked up to him and ended up soiling his pants as a foul smell wafted into the air. Next to him, the guy in a sun hat and the two girls were kneeling on the ground, not even daring to raise their heads. All of them were terrified that Wilbur might kill them with one wrong move. This man had defeated the four shadow-level experts. It would be child's play for him to get rid of them.